Morning Squeeze.
Good morning, brother. How you doing today?
Hey, what's going on? Oh
Everything
boy.
is going on, man. This is great, man. We're here. We're fired up in this heat.
I
How
like
you
it.
feeling, my brother? You know
I
what?
like
We're
it. I like it. New format. Let's. I feel like I'm taking a new car for a test drive.
Let me just put things in perspective. What is happening here? You all want to know what's happening? This is what's happening. Cruising with the case handler. All right, that's what it is right here, live. It's good. Adam Handler, welcome to your show, man. It's 13 minutes before the hour of course, 9 o'clock. We're cruising with a case handler for those people who are actually watching us on Facebook, watching us on YouTube, multiple Facebook platforms. You will see something completely different. What do you think, Mr. Handler?
Oh, I like it so far, man. And for those of you listening on 93.5 FM, we love you. I've loved you for my entire legal career, over 16 years. But you may not even realize that we also do this show live on social media, live on Facebook, and then we post later to Instagram and the YouTube channel. So for those of you who can safely do so now or safely do so later, check out Adam Handler, the Case Handler on Facebook. Check out the Case Handler on Instagram. Check out the Case Handler on Facebook. You'll be connected to my practice. You'll hear and see exactly what we're dealing with every day. And it's a great way to be connected to a really nice guy and a really great attorney. So thank you so much for all your support. Thank you so much for all the trust and faith you put in myself and my team. And to date, Squeeze, I don't believe we've let him down, and that's something I'm really, really proud of.
Absolutely not. You have not let them down, and I'm very proud of you, man. Once again, folks, if you're just joining us on 93.5 WVIP FM, please text someone, let them know that Adam Handler, the top personal injury attorney on this station, 93.5 WVIP FM, is actually here to give you information, ladies and gentlemen, about, God forbid, if you get hurt in an accident, what you should do, how you should go about it, and actually hire him, retain him. Because he's truly, genuinely the only attorney that I've seen consistently on this station for the past 16, 17 years that have proven himself for what it is that he's capable of. So Adam Handler, without further ado, let's just jump into what it is that you've been up to, what you've been doing since the pandemic started, before the pandemic started, and even right now, still in the pandemic as it winds down, what it is that you have been doing for so many. And then we can even get into a true success story as people on Facebook and YouTube subscribe and share to the Case Handler channel.
Absolutely. And you got to forgive me because, again, this is all new technology for me. I lost you. I was pulling up Testimonial Tuesday, and I don't know which tab to pull on right now. So I'm just kind of – what did I say?
Just click on the share tab down there.
On the share? No, I'm actually in the wrong screen. So whatever. That's my problem right now. I'll deal with it. But ladies and gentlemen, I'm not just a junior broadcaster. I'm an attorney, and what I've been doing, my goodness gracious, Squeeze. Let's say for the past 2 years, so I would say over the past 24 months, I've obtained, and with the help, of course, of my associate Matthew Goodstein and my strong, amazing team behind me, over $45 million for my clients. My career total is close to about $140 million at this point. Last year was 20 million. The year before that was 25 million. So some truly extraordinary things, considering I still, Squeeze, have not set foot in a courtroom. Can you believe it? I've been practicing law 17 years. Matt Goodstein actually, busted through the tape the other day. He had to go to court last week to check out something for one of the big cases that we have, something that's been sitting there for a while. Actually, he had to go see it for himself, some evidence. And he had, to go through 5 layers of security, a temperature check. They had him sitting in a hallway, bringing the items to him. I mean, it totally different than what it used to be. But notwithstanding all that madness and, end arounds as to what we need to accomplish, we're still doing some incredible things, Squeeze. And you've been instrumental in highlighting that and broadcasting that and endorsing that. And of course, I am extremely appreciative. But again, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Adam Handler. I am your case handler. I'm a personal injury attorney. I'm a partner of Pollack, Isaac, and DeSico. Brought my practice to this firm over 6 years ago. And to say we've been setting the legal world on fire in New York City, Squeeze, may be an understatement. We've been absolutely destroying it. And I would like to say, and you can check the facts, that I'm the most celebrated and most successful attorney, whether it's personal injury or otherwise, on this radio station, Squeeze.
Absolutely. Once again, the voice of Adam Handler, the top personal injury attorney on 93.5 WVIP FM. In my opinion, the best in New York and New Jersey. He can't say that. Attorneys are not allowed to say they're the best. But we, as individuals who broadcast, we as individuals who are clients of him, friends of him, who have seen what it is that he has done. This man gets calls every single day about people who get hurt, people who wants information to understand more or less, what do I do if I trip and fall? What do I do if I'm in a bus, a car, a truck accident? Every time I think about truck accident, I think about the Tappan Zee Bridge, one that you handled the other day. Yesterday, when you called me, I was actually up in Paramus trying to make the Apple store, and I had to come back down driving over the bridge. I remember the accident that you had.
Yeah, man, that's great. I mean, we can show just to show you the power of this program. We can show that accident. That was crazy, and the video is even crazier. We'll have to show that video another day. But let me see if I can share my screen here. Again, ladies and gentlemen, you just got to deal with me because this is a brand new
interface,
medium interface here. So. Let's see here. Let's see how well I do. Okay.
Number one, you're pulling that up. Once again, folks, you are in tune to, of course, Cruising with a Case Handler, and we're here, and we would like for you to actually, call him. Call him now, okay, at 844-774-3529. That's 844-774-3529. Make sure you reach out to Adam Handler at 844-774-3529. Call that number. Once again, everybody that's watching, do Adam a solid, do Squeeze a solid, do everyone a solid, do your family a solid, do your friends a solid, do your foes a solid. Store the number 844-774-3529, the number of an exceptional personal injury attorney. And also, of course, if you're watching us, please, we ask for you to share with at least 20 people on your timelines, on pages, in groups, for people. Just be a good humanitarian and extend an excellent attorney. Let's go to the screen right now where we have up one of the true success stories, Adam. Check that out.
Yeah. That was Jim. This is that Tappan Zee Bridge accident that you were talking about here. And dude, I gotta tell you, this thing, this format looks great. Ladies and gentlemen, I said it a few minutes ago. Those of you listening on 93.5 FM, please don't do me a favor. Do yourself a favor. Check out the Case Handler on Facebook. Check out the Case Handler on Instagram. Check out Squeeze on Instagram and Facebook. You'll be notified when the show goes on, and it actually looks like a real show. I feel like we were doing like
a real show. What the hell is that supposed to mean?
Well, we were doing like public access television. We were like broadcasting from our basement like Wayne's World, and now I feel like we're on CNN or Fox News or one of those news channels. So very, very cool. But
Adam, I know people who have invested millions of dollars to actually have their show look like this, and this looks much more.
I know. So is it scrolling when I'm doing? Okay, cool. Yes. So if you could read that quote for me, Squeeze, that would be great.
The Case Handler team helped me with a previous case, and they did a fantastic job. So I knew I could trust them with this case. They will represent you well and look out for your well-being. Jim from Highland, New York, $835,000 in settlement. And ladies and gentlemen, this is the accident that David Squeeze Annakie, was talking about, that I remembered while driving over the Tappan Zee Bridge yesterday with my daughter, June 7th. And I said, man, Adam, I'm very happy that he's within our community, the Caribbean community. That's the reason why, if you're Trinidadian, Haitian, Jamaican, whatever you are, a human being, everybody that have an accident in New Jersey or New York, you need to write down the number 844-774-3529. That's 844-774-3529. I'll throw that up later and make it 844 PPID law. That's 844 PPID LAW. You want to expand a little bit more on this, Adam?
Yeah, I actually took it off the screen, but this was this is one of those cases where it's not just a personal injury case; it's also a workers' compensation case. Jim was working as a construction worker. He was in his vehicle on the Tappan Zee Bridge, working throughout the night, and a tractor trailer that was just not paying attention to all the cones and the flashing lights and the flashing arrows slammed right into his vehicle. Again, the video is crazy. I'll have to pull that up another time. But we were able to get the video from the Tappan Zee Bridge surveillance. And that really was, the deal breaker. Once we were able to show the severity of the impact and the injuries that he had, $835,000. It was actually $1 million policy squeeze. But because there was so much damage to the vehicles and there was so much damage to the bridge, we had to take that into fact. So it was $165,000 in damage to all the utilities, the roadway, and everything. And then every last penny we got for Jim. I remember they offered $500,000. Of course, we didn't take it. We took him to court, and we got the additional $335,000. So we understand, Squeeze. You got one shot to get it right, and he got all his medical bills paid, all his time out of work paid. And of course, his pain and suffering compensated for. So, a great client. I mean, I haven't spoken to him about a year. And if you're listening, Jim, on the Tappan Zee Bridge, you know who you are. Your name isn't really Jim. Give us a ring. Check in with us. Let us know how you're doing. I'm sure you're doing great, you and your wife. And Squeeze, of course, this is the best endorsement. I say this all the time. Lawyers pay a lot of money on this radio station and other radio stations to have their practice endorsed. And there's nothing wrong with that, right? Everybody's got a family to feed. Everybody wants to promote their practice. But ladies and gentlemen, I truly believe from the bottom of my heart when I say this, I don't necessarily want you taking my word for it, Squeeze's word for it, or the other DJs on this radio station that have endorsed me for decades. You should be taking the word of Jim. You should be taking the word of Kelvin. You should be taking the word of Lorna. Those individuals that have come before you that never in a million years ever expected to get into an accident, right? They're good people. They do the right thing. They pray. They work hard. You think if you do those things, you're going to be put on a path to safety. But that's not always his plan. And, bad things happen to good people. And I guess the question I have for you, ladies and gentlemen, is what endorsement are you going to take? And I sincerely hope you take the endorsements of real people with real problems that needed my help, and I gave them a real solution. That is truly the best endorsement that any lawyer could ever have, is the people that they've helped before saying, hey, this guy is great. Not only did he get us a great result, but he treated us fairly. He treated us well. We called him. He had my cell phone number. I texted him. That's the way we do it, Squeeze. We treat our clients like family, and that's not by mistake. I'm a third-generation attorney, and that's the way I've been taught my entire life and, of course, my entire legal career. My name is Adam Handler. I am your case handler. It is nearing the top of the hour. I'm sure you'll hear other attorneys advertising within a few minutes. But ladies and gentlemen, please, please, please consider my services if, God forbid, you're ever in that terrible situation.
Absolutely. Let me give out the number a few times. Denmark will make sure it rings. Once again, folks, the number once again is 844-774-3529. Every single human being that's tuning in, if you want the ultimate, the best, my opinion, when it comes to a personal injury attorney, call this number, 844-774-3529. That's 844-774-3529. That's 844-774-3529. And thanks a lot to all the people on 93.5.
It's 9 o'clock.
As for those people who are watching us on Facebook and elsewhere on YouTube, please remember to subscribe to the channel that you're watching. Please remember to like and follow Adam Handler's page on Instagram. That's The Case Handler. On Facebook, The Case Handler. And go to also his website, thecasehandler.com. Ladies and gentlemen, I am David Squeeze Annakie, CEO of the Link Up Media Group of Companies. We want to say thanks to each and every one for tuning in. Adam Handler, any additional words you want to add before you go, sir?
I hope everybody has a great day. I've got to get into the office. And Squeeze, I just want to say, you got me, and it feels amazing. And I love you, brother. And we've been doing this since, in one way or another, since 2005, and that's a long time. And you've always had my back. You've always had my best interests in your heart, and vice versa. So thank you so much for your endorsement. Thank you so much for this platform. Thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to reach out to so many people and help them change their lives for the better. I really do very much appreciate it.
Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much, Adam Handler. This has been Cruising with the Case Handler, a weekday show that comes your way Monday through Fridays between the hours of 8 and 10 a.m. Do check it out. Like, follow, and subscribe, ladies and gentlemen. We have a whole lot more to share with you. With that said, we leave you, ladies and gentlemen.